Multi-exclusive dimensional being Kai with another exclusive Grand Rising Kings, Queens, Gods, and Goddesses multi-exclusive dimensional being. Today's video is going to be about Sun and Pisces, Moon and Leo. So this is basically dealing with the Sun sign, which is the water sign, which is changeable, and we also got Moon sign, which is Leo, the fire, dealing with the fire, the passion, the drive, which relates to the sun also. So you got a sun sign combined with a sun sign and fire and water sign. So that's deeply desires, expressing yourself in the open, in the public arena, without having any changeable ideas or changeable actions. So for instance, Leo, they fix, just like air sign, which is Aquarius is fixed, a Taurus is fixed, a Scorpio is fixed sign, which is all four signs. So basically, these are signs that's not basically reliable to change. They still going to express themselves dramatically. They still going to bring that integrity on a day-to-day basis. They got that inner child in them because they also love children. This is called the playful energy. That's dealing with the fifth house, which is self, feelings for internally, expressing yourself through your desires, what you love to do, your purposes. Also, this relates to the children too. Gotta love the kids, right? Because we all was kids once during our time, and we all grew up out of that. So we just came here to explore and visit, and we came here to grow us above. But basically, that's what's correlating it to. So we just actually got out of Moon in the Cancer spectrum, so that was dealing with the care energy, with people caring for each other. Oh, people out there need a car ride, or just people just see you out there, they might just give you something to drink. Feel me? Out of the blue. That's how it's play out. When you understand and understand how the stars rotate and how the stars work, you will understand and understand that everything is a play. It's all about how you utilize the energies, and how you use the energies to get the benefit of the doubt. And once you consistently get through this process and understand and understand that the stars never lie, and you need to ride the rave, which is basically using the spectrums of which is the sun is in this part or the moon is in this part. You need to act on those natures and explore your fruits and natures. When you do this very well, you won't have to worry about any issues. So we soon about to have the moon in Virgo. So that's dealing with the stability and the consistency of the day-to-day basis. Also, of course, got to break down the energies of this video, which you was basically witnessing as far as energy wise. Everybody energy and integrity level was like above the horizon. Feel me? Everybody is in a childhood natures. Everybody feeling good about themselves. Everybody expressing themselves. So if you go to work, feel me, you're gonna have a lot of jokey people that's making jokes, feeling good about themselves, especially if you got a sun sign, sun sign and moon sign dealing with the Leo energies too. Plus, you're going to witness more of that person being more optimistic and basically being themselves on a day-to-day basis. This is also reflecting which us having ourselves integrated into retrograde. So this is basically bringing back those memories and bringing back pasthood memories. It's going to be a lot of jokes going along. It's going to be a lot of funny antics. Feel me? A lot of people enjoying themselves, a lot of people taking pride into themselves, and a lot of people expressing themselves without trying, just doing what they do. Feel me? And when you do what you do and act how you act, everything will go into fall into your natures. If you act somebody else's way of doing things, and you basically get caught up in circumstances and situations of you not being yourself, then you're going to witness the opposite sides of energy. So if you're not playing out these energies, then that just basically is going to play out how it is what it is. Feel me? Every day you gotta smile, man. You can't go to work or go somewhere and being so serious all the time. Feel me? It's not gonna work out. You gotta always smile and crack a smile. Make sure your vibration levels is high. You don't want it. You want it to be skyrocket high. You don't want it to be lower base level or lower surface. You want it to be higher surface, the higher horizon, up into the sun. You want your shit up there. You want to be vibrating way up there. You don't want to be vibrating down here. I'm telling you, vibrating down here, you're going to witness negativity. You're going to witness anger. You're going to witness all kind of shit. And the more you build on that, the more you create a big orb for other spirits and other entities to actually resonate with that energy and add more weight on yourself, on your spirit, on your soul, to the point where you might just commit suicide just because you didn't know how to deal with the energies, just because you wasn't spiritually inclined, just because you let the energies overtake you. And every day is a challenge. Every day is a challenge to keep your chakras activated. Every day is a challenge to have a balance every day. And for me, you got to actually want it that bad. You got to really be dedicated, motivated, and determined to get this shit done, or else you're going to get overthrown by these energies. And getting overthrown is the worst thing. Trust me. You don't want to get overthrown. You wouldn't. You would want to be the one that's overthrown and shit. You want to be the one that's actually uplifting and on the horizon. You don't want to be the one that's getting characterized or being stagnated down. No, it don't work like that. You're supposed to actually rise above, get high up there. This way you won't have to worry about being swept up under the current or washed up under the current. You don't want to be washed up in a wave. You want to actually express yourself, be self-sufficient, have harmony, balance, energy, and dedication every day on a consistent basis. And you will guarantee fruits and labors on your front door. Real shit. But basically, we also broke that down. And we got the void, of course, which is a void is basically when the moon is actually shifting and experiencing, going around in circles and exploring and going around. Basically going through a cycle, feel me? We all go through cycles. Feel me? Also females, they have their cycles and stuff. So basically they have mood swings or they may wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You gotta understand and understand that women gonna have their days, and that's dealing with the breast and the stomach. So basically that's dealing with the internal, which is the waters, the feminine side, feel me? What are waters? The ocean, feel me? And what are you? What is your soul? The fluids, the moon, the internal realm, the yin realm, where the actual world is at. This is just the physical. This is just an imagination. But you need the physical to actually grow and prosper and be an individual spirit, so you can be on your individual life pattern and keep going ahead of time, and not actually being stagnated and being stuck on looking at other spirits do what they do. No, you need to be creative. You need to have your own imagination. You need to believe in yourself. That's it. That's all. You need to be putting your power and energy to other spirits that's already successful, that's already be on the job. How you look worshiping something outside of you every day? What kind of shit is that? Worship yourself. Believe in yourself. This is the purpose you're on this earth for. If you believe that you came here to witness living in hell and working for somebody for the rest of your life, then hey, that's your imagination. That's what you believe in, and that's what you're going to actually experience on a day-to-day basis. It's not that you basically everybody got their own different paths, but you got to understand and understand you need to create your own path. This way you can be comfortable with doing something that you want to do on a day-to-day basis, and not putting yourself in predicaments and circumstances and situations that's going to block you and put obstacles in front of you. No, you're supposed to break those obstacles. You need to be optimistic. You need to be balanced. You need to be self-dominant. You need to be on top of the things. You need to be actual, consistent, and you need to be able to be creative and be more liable and actually express yourself in a higher reversion rate and not a lower reversion rate. Feel me? It's very important to make sure you take care of yourself, take care of your health too. Know that you're the moon. Know that you came here to travel and experience. You ain't come here to stay stagnated in one spot. Feel me? You're going to have your ups and downs. You're going to have your travels. But you need to understand and understand that every day you vibrate through other energies. You're going through surfacing, feel me? Your spirit got to be moving around like this, feel me? Your spirit can't just be like this, feel me? You creating a hell for yourself, feel me? You just need to be up and down, feel me? You go upstairs, you come downstairs. You go left, you go right, feel me? You circle, you run around, feel me? You got to get out there and express yourself. We also got Mercury retrograde, which is basically things that happen into the past, is what you're going to be experiencing on a day-to-day basis, which is thoughts that come up and appear in your mind, which are other spirits that's trying to have experience through you. Don't bite the fruit if it's a negative fault, but if it's a positive fault, know how to add on to that and create more obstacles that's going to be able to be easier for you to get through, not obstacles that's going to block you and have difficulties. Feel me? You need to work with the obstacles that got you from point A to point B, not the obstacles that brought you to point B to point A. Feel me? You don't need to be going backwards. Feel me? Because you live in reverse. You don't want to live in reverse. You don't want to put your physical first. You don't want to put your soul second. You don't want to put your spirit last. The spirit is first. The spirit is what creates the soul and is the reason why you have a body. So you must feed your spirit first. Spirit always got to come first. Feel me? Do all your spiritual practices first when you get up. Second would be the soul, how you vibrate, how you feel. Put on some good meditational music. For me, don't start your day with some. Don't get me wrong, it's not about what music you listen to, but it's about the frequency hertz and how you actually supposed to have a balance. I mean, you can listen to trap music, rap music, as long as you programming that music, as long as you putting good energy into that music, as long as you talking to that music, you will be able to actually experience not getting overthrown by that music. And this is dealing with all kind of spectrums and outcomes and stuff. But that's another video I'm gonna basically break down and express myself to about that. Make sure you're in the high vibrational spectrum when you actually witnessing the new days of waking up. Then once you feed your physical is how you express yourself, what you exercise, stretch, for me, take cold showers, detox your body, put some herbal tea inside your body. That's how you pretty much express it, man. And that's pretty much it. Get on with your day. For me, you guarantee you do this shit, you won't have a negative day. You will have a great day, a reliable day, a consistent day. So feel me? So we got Venus and Taurus. So that's dealing with the security through mental gain and good appreciation and relatives. So that's basically appreciating your desires, what you like to do, appreciating your energetic force, appreciating your self expression, how you express yourself in the public arena, and that's dealing with also with the intellect. For me, how you express yourself, your desires, your passions. Also, money matters. And for me, being that we got Venus and Taurus, that's Venus, love, and desire. And that's already a planet that's consists on love. So that's dealing with, you can say Libra and Taurus. Basically, that's dealing with Venus. So that's basically two planets. That's a lot of love, partnership, and dedication. For me, so it's all about being. Don't get too lost into your desires, though. Understand and understand that you still have responsibilities and you need to be disciplined and don't let money overthrow you. Feel me? Be wise how you spend your money. Feel me? Spend it it's only if you need it. Don't just be out here spending and spending. Feel me? You gotta understand and understand that there's always gonna be rainy days if you believe in it, but there can also be circumstances, situations, outcomes that the universe can be testing you to see how you're gonna actually get through this obstacle. And if you're not ready and prepared for this shit, they ain't gonna really waste their time with you. They're gonna be like, okay, cool. You need a little bit more time to actually work on this and learn from what you need to know learn for and move on. Then we can actually start moving on and getting things done. But if you're not really on a daily basis and you lacking, then we're not gonna really actually waste time with that. We're just gonna basically see it as you need more time and you need to express yourself more and get out there and get more open. So that's basically the universe letting you know what's up. That's basically how things play out on a day-to-day basis. You need to be very disciplined with how you spend your money and how you express your values. And that's real shit. So also make sure you express yourself with physical love matters too. You feel me? Make sure you appreciate your body. Know what I'm saying? Don't treat your body like shit. I mean, you need this body to actually get to the next current. And you need this body to actually for it to be taken care of. So it's very important to take care of your body, take care of your physical matters, take care of your hygiene too. Love yourself. I mean, make sure you express yourself. It's one thing that you gotta experience other circumstances and situations, but it's another for you to actually put yourself first. This way you can be open to more ideas and routines and patterns to be consistent and be more reliable your way. Also, we dealing with Mars and Capricorn. So that's action, energy, motivation, ambition, and action towards your goals. Being that we got Mars, so that's basically dealing with the with the sun too. Because Mars is exalted in the sun, and the sun is in Pisces. So this is how you express your way generously. This is self. For me, this is dealing with your self existence, your self determination, the way you express yourself in the public arena, how you value yourself, how you pretty much be productive, how you are reliable with yourself, how you are energetic with yourself, how you get from point A to point B to point C. With me, this is on a day-to-day basis. You wake up every day. Are you willing to wake up at 12 o'clock? Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to put in the sacrifices? Are you willing to put in the pain? Are you willing to be consistent? Are you willing to be the first person at that door? Or are you just basically somebody that's just basically think about these things but don't act on it? So you need to act on it, especially knowing that we got in Mars and Capricorn. Capricorn is dealing with structure, build, routines, patterns, restrictions, limitations, boundaries. That's dealing with the opposite, which is Saturn. Feel me? And the moon don't like being in Saturn. It's always some conflict going on. So you need to actually ride this wave, use the moon, have some balance, have a 50-50 day-to-day process where you're not actually overtaken by these energies, but you're the one that's actually controlling these energies and demeterizing these energies and not letting it destroy or destruct you in some way. You need to understand and understand that you create this reality, not nothing else. If you let the energies dethrone you, then that's your fault. And you need to get up off your lazy ass and be consistent and actually put in that pain and muscle the goddamn pain. This way you won't experience no negative downfalls that's coming your way or no routine patterns that's actually going to block you from where you need to get from point A to point B to point C. Every day is a dedication day. You just don't give up. You just don't give up out here. Feel me? Because when you give up, it can always be your time for you to blow. And then when you just gave up just because you didn't believe in yourself. Feel me? No, believe in yourself. Be consistent and be reliable. And I guarantee you, your fruits and labels is going to be right at your front door. And it's going to be more fruits and labels. You're going to put a tree on there. You are the tree. You are decorating that tree. You are putting fruits on that tree. Now, if you abandon that tree and leave it and give up on it, what it's going to do? It's going to die. It's going to transform. Now, it's going to basically come right back to you because it was so attached to you and was reliable on you. Now you're going to be witnessing a lot of negative doubt and a lot of negative guilt because you ain't take care of that damn tree. Take care of your trees and fruits and labors. Make sure your backyard is clean. Make sure you take out all those dead fruits that ain't last. No person place a thing in bottom. Put them in the freezer. Save them up. Feel me? Protect your thoughts. Protect your feelings. Protect your emotions. Protect your ideas. Protect your values. This way you will be able to value things in your own desires, your own structures. Feel me? That's Mars and Capricorn. Jupiter and Capricorn. So that's dealing with expansion, abundance, luck, and goals. So being that we got Jupiter and Capricorn, so this is an opportunity for chances for you to actually get wisdom and knowledge in your day-to-day process. Whether you're going to learn from these turmoils, whether you're going to learn from these existences and circumstances and situations, or you're going to use the energies, or basically you're just going to go outside, not be spiritually inclined, and get overthrown. That's why it's good to get into astrology. Feel me? That's why it's good to have expansion. That's why it's good to be spiritually inclined. This is why it's good to be into spirituality. This way you're not into religion and you have boundaries and restrictions that's blocking you from getting to point A to point B to point C. Because listen, look at it like this. Being in hell and living in hell is taking on duties, obligations, and resurrections for you to actually participate in this, only worship this, only pay attention to this, give your all to this, something that's outside of you, and what you going to get back? Hope, fate, something you hoping for it to happen. You're not putting your two efforts, you're not putting your 2 cents in, you're not putting your spirit in it, you're not putting your soul in it, you're not putting your energy into it. You're putting your spirit, your soul, and your energy to something else that's outside of you that you can't see with your 2 eyes, that you can't see with your first eye. And you letting it overtake you, and you letting it dethrone you, and you letting it grow. Think about it. If the overall God needed praise, why are we on this planet? Why we ain't just in one thing, in one kingdom to actually experience worshiping that one God? Feel me? Because at last I checked, if the overall God gave us all this power and ability to see things before it happened and give us all this power to actually do things in a higher productive way, that's me looking at like, okay, we came here to be free. We came here to have freedom. We have our own mind. We have our own world. Are we creating our own world, or are we creating our own world for somebody else's benefits, somebody else's profits, somebody else's fruits of labor? So you got to really question these things on a day-to-day basis. Like, what are we here for? I mean, you here to use your 3 powers that God gave you. Belief, as in believing only in yourself. Imagination, as you keeping your own imagination. And creativity, which you came here to be creative. Self creation. Remember, if you ain't putting yourself first, how the fuck you gonna be able to be consistent and make an existence on this planet? So remember, being in hell is following a routine pattern on a consistent basis and not expansion, not expanding. What is Jupiter? Expansion, wisdom, knowledge, advice. You have to expand. You have to travel. You have to experience in order for you to actually be able to actually witness being able to be consistent, witness being able to be reliable, witness being able to get information. That's why you gotta have an imagination. Use that shit. Go on within, get the answers within, question things, have it on your mind, experience it, go travel through the yin world. This way you won't be relying on other people's information. You actually relate to certain shit that people say out their mouth. And you even be like, okay, they ain't go to Google and just get this shit. Feel me? Google is cool. But Google is telling you things on a conscious basis. You need to travel in your side of you, which is your soul and your spiritual realm, get this information and prosper through it. And remember, if you ain't doing it in the spiritual realm, if you ain't doing it in the dream realm, it's not going to manifest in the physical realm. So you need to understand and understand that your spirit came first, your soul came second, and your physical body came third. Your physical body is temporary. Yes, that means it's not going to last long. You need to grow into a bigger vessel for you to be able to actually take on a bigger body and have more experiences. What happens when a dog stops growing? It can't grow into a human level. So of course it's got to be babied and puppied through a human being. So it can be consciously aware of that. So when it does die, I can remember that. Okay, cool. I remember actually being with a physical human being. So okay, now it's time for me to be born into a physical human being, because I was attached to that energy, as in seeing what they do and how they reflect things. So now it's time for me as a dog to have my first experience as a human being, and this grows so on and so on. So once you subconsciously aware of that, create a bigger body of this physical being, and you go into the fourth dimension and do the same thing. Be birthed into another fam, and then birthed out into this reality. You become an oversoul. Feel me? Then five will basically be so on and so forth, which is basically a planets, would be a solar system, which be a galaxy, a universe, and an overall, which is the ninth dimension. Feel me? That's how it plays out. Feel me? That's why you're not supposed to be stuck and stagnated here. You came here to create and grow. Feel me? People want to be living today almost hundreds of thousands. Feel me? You're gonna experience transformation in some way, shape, or form. You're gonna experience regeneration in some way, shape, or form. What do you not understand and understand? Feel me? Don't get attached to the physical. The physical, love your body, of course. Take care of your body, of course. But know to understand and understand that you are a spiritual being having a human being experience. Feel me? Which is an imagination. We also got Saturn and Capricorn. So that's limits, restrictions, and responsibilities. So that's your father telling you, yo, there's a time to play, and there's a time to be serious, and there's a time to take care of responsibilities. And if you ain't responsible of yourself, then you're not going to make it. If you're not giving yourself good energy, you're not going to make it. If you're not self-reliant, then you're not going to make it. If you're not pondering on things for you to manifest, you're not going to make it. Don't ponder for too long, though. Learn how to have a balance in between. Learn how to actually explore and ponder on other things, too. Not for too long, but actually express it and be open to things. Feel me? And you got to be inclined about it. And you got to have a desire for it. Don't put too much desire, lovability into it, but understand that, okay, there's a time for this and a time to play around. There's a time to actually witness things, certain times and certain circumstances and situations. So basically, playing these energies out, you need to understand and understand Saturn and Capricorn. So know that, okay, cool. You got work structures, you got work routines and patterns and alignments and projects that you need to work on, but understand and understand. You must be up on time. You must be dominant. You must be consistent. You must really want it. You gotta have a goal. You gotta be consistent. You can't slack off. You can't be going to bed late. For me, learn how to get up early and get shit done early, so this way when you come home, things will be more easier for you. You won't have blockages. You won't have negative alignments coming your way. You won't have things that's actually obstacles that's restricting you, saying, oh, you can't do this, do that. No, fuck all that. You need to overstand over that. You need to stand over that shit. Don't let that shit stagnate you. Don't let that shit discipline you. You discipline. You treat that shit like your bitch. You treat that planet like your bitch. This goes for females too. Treat it like your bitch. This goes for males too. Treat it like your bitch. Feel me? You don't. There's no difference. Feel me? Feminine females on this planet is the strongest woman on this planet. They're more capable and reliable to actually witnessing fruits and labors to go their way because they got the fillers, they got the moon already in them, and they're expressing it through the physical as if being a female. So females go through a lot. They got a lot of power. They're the walking vibrations of the earth. Feel me? Us men, basically, we got the same too, but we need a female to actually manifest. And if you don't have a female, you're not gonna experience fruits and labors. You're not gonna experience things that go into your way. Feel me? You gotta have a woman in his life. Feel me? Or the universe will be like, cool, your next life might have to come back here because you ain't have a woman. Feel me? Get a woman. Treat her right. Feel me? And trust me, everything will go your way. We also got Uranus and Taurus, so that's revolution. Uranus and Taurus, freedom, revolution. Feel me? This is good and this is bad because boom, good thing about it, you got freedom now. You can spend, do what you do. Feel me? This is what we do on a day-to-day basis. We got money we want to spend. We want to get out there. We want to be open to the public. Feel me? We're going to throw our money away, but understand, overstand, they'll get lost into that desire. Feel me? Because if you're on the wrong side of energies, you're going to experience downfalls. You're going to experience negativity. You're going to experience not being able to actually handle these energies. Not being able to actually witness your fruits and labors to grow because you're spending all your money. Save your money, be balanced, and try not to overindulge in things. Don't buy stupid shit. Feel me? Feel me? For another reason, don't buy no stupid ass masks or buy no spray bottles because this coronavirus shit is fake. They here to psych you up and scare you about the stupid shit, and don't believe in this stupid shit because it really don't make no sense. Feel me? At the end of the day, you came here to be creative and you came here to have your own imagination. Stop believing into a fucking news imagination, which is a parasitic disease media, and it came here to put fear into your heart. And the more you vibrate low about witnessing spectrums of actually listening to the news every fucking day, then you're going to put yourself in a low vibrational state and you're going to actually not be able to get over this shit. This shit going to keep hitting you like Mercury retrograde. Oh shit, the coronavirus. Oh shit, this. Oh shit, that. You watch this shit every day. That's all you got on your mind. You're not creative. You don't fucking do anything. You stiff. You a robot. Get the fuck out of that vibration. For real. Don't be in that shit. I'm fucking telling you. Neptune and Pisces. Neptune is dealing with the unseen. So that's spirituality, which is the soul, the spiritual realm. Feel me? Now it's in Pisces, which is daydreaming and illusions. So you need to understand that your Neptune is how you utilize your imagination. So every time you go to sleep, smile, have imagination, think positive, think creative, actually exercise your muscle, exercise your first eye, exercise that pineal gland, have an imagination, put on what you want to experience. Okay, you want to experience this, exercise it. Says, I will experience this. My spirit, my soul, my body will experience this. It feels good to experience this. Be in the vibration of already experiencing it, already having it, already witnessing it. Put yourself in a circumstance, situation like that. Feel me? Now you have to actually witness the fruits and labors. The more you give more attention and energy into it, the more it can manifest. Feel me? But if you just go to sleep and don't have an imagination, another being, another spirit going to be able to actually use that and actually, because like for instance, if you communicate and talk to a spirit every day, what you doing? You're exchanging words, exchanging experiences and situations and consciousness levels. So basically by you having that conversation, feel me, you can go to sleep. You took that person's spirits, that person in the world, feel me? Now you dream about it. Now you having dreams about like, what? Why am I having dreams about this? But remember, every dream is important, so you make sure you have a journal. So no matter what, you can learn something from every dream you have. Feel me? No matter how you look at it, you just gotta learn how to decipher it. You gotta learn how to actually play with it. Know what you're putting yourself into. Know what you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis, on a day-to-day spectrum. So it'll play out in another physical shape and form. But remember, the people, places, the things in your dreams matter none. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to the time and location. Feel me? That's all you need to worry about. Feel me? Keep track of everything. Always have a dream journal. Feel me? We soon get into the March. We soon get into 2020. So have a dream journal. Make sure you putting down notes and being consistent and more reliable on how you express your terms and matters with dealing with that. So that's pretty much what you need to understand and understand. And of course, it's in Pisces, so that's illusion. So if you ain't bringing your illusions to manifestations, then you're going to witness more illusions and more percentage of it not manifesting because you're not putting in the physical acts. You just daydreaming, feel me? You can daydream all day, but you got to actually express it. Do something with it. Utilize it, feel me? Don't just be stagnated on it. Pluto and Capricorn, so that's transformation of self and changes and movement. Pluto is death and transformation, regenerations. Feel me? You need to have Pluto. You need to make changes. You need to vary these things. You need to understand and understand that, okay, there's time for a change. So time to switch up. If this dance move ain't work, find another dance move. Feel me? And we also got it in Capricorn. So that's how you dealing with the structure, your career, your goals. So that's dealing with how you play out with things. If this career goal is not working, it's time for you to get the fuck up out of there. If this job is not paying enough, it's time for you to get the fuck up out of there. If it's not working into your matters, it's time for you to get the fuck up out of there. Feel me? Get out of there. Find your purpose. That's why it's good to know thyself. Know your alignments. Know your charts. Know what you're good in. Look at what you're good into. Feel me? Have it on your mind. Travel through it. Express it through the yin realm. Put it out there. Share it. Feel me? Talk about it. Speak it into existence. Get in the mirror. Talk to yourself in the mirror for an hour. Get up at 12 o'clock. Be dedicated. Be determined. Be actually willing to get this shit done. Don't be on the opposite sides of energies of actually not of not witnessing it because you ain't putting in the work. You ain't putting in the effort. You don't want to be it. Remember, you have to actually put in the work to actually be something in life. And if you ain't being shit in life, you ain't doing nothing with yourself, then you ain't going to be self-reliant. The universe going to be like, cool. He's just basically pondering. So let him keep pondering. Feel me? Now, if you don't change that circumstance situation, you're going to die with it having blood on your hands. Now, you got to come back to this world in a certain circumstance situation, get yourself out of that. And if you keep witnessing the fruits and labors of you not actually growing, then you're going to keep coming back here over and over again. Reincarnation, redoing something. You feel me? Because whatever you're doing now is what you did in your past life. What you're doing now is what you're going to do in your afterlife. That's why it's always good to get yourself situated now. This way you won't be in a circumstance, situation, predicament to be reliable on witnessing negativity. Be consistent, be conservative, and be on your A fucking game. Feel me? That's why it's good to be on your shit every day. Keep your frequency, vibrations, energies high every day. Keep smiling every day. Keep smiling when you go to sleep. Feel good. Express yourself. Put on some meditation music. Put on some good vibes. Eat well. Eat right. Feel me? Don't be eating that nasty shit that's going to lower your vibration. That's going to give you the itis. And you ain't programmed that damn food. So how the fuck is you eating something that you ain't programmed? It's going to take you over. It's going to treat you like it's bitch. It's going to do whatever it want to do to you. You have to program that food. You got to talk to that food. This food would not kill me. This food, I would not choke on it. I will program this food. I will create this food. This food will not harm my health. This food will not harm my body. You really need to actually know, understand, and understand that words of vibration. Energy, what you see with your two eyes, is what's creating the physical, what's creating the spiritual realm, and it's brought down to the soul realm, the feeling, the expression. That's got to be pushed out to the energy realm. So you need to understand and understand that shit, man. Get on your A motherfucking game. Don't fuck around, man. Get serious. And that's dealing with Pluto and Capricorn. Change the way your structure is. Get up out of that shit if you ain't fucking with it. Chiron and Aries. So that's rise into your higher self. So basically, you need to understand and understand that you got a higher self. Talk to your higher self. Get in the mirror. Express yourself. Feel me? Put good words into yourself. Talk good things. Talk good matters into yourself every single day. Do this on a day-to-day consistency. You can look good. You express yourself good. Your face won't be dry. Your face will look lit. You'll be glowing. Feel me? You'll up your frequency, vibrations, and energies. Feel me? You won't be in a circumstance, situation of, witnessing this, no, motherfucker. You need to get about that shit. Get up out that vibration and be consistent. And understand and understand that, I came here to create. I came here to be a bigger and better person. Be a bigger and better orb. Not be a lower vibrational being and keep vibrating low and keep putting my Chiron here. Feel me? If you wounded, you need to understand and understand. You need to use that passion, desire. Use the energies. Use the transits. Add all that. Use that fire. Use that water. Use that air. Use that practicality. This way you're going to witness your fruits and labors growing on your goddamn trees, in your backyard, on your lawn, on your farm. Feel me? Your animals going to get big. Your animals going to get strong. They ain't going to be walking around looking weak, soft, sloppy, just how your ass is. Get your ass on board, or your ass going to be overthrown by these energies. Motherfucker. Real shit. North Node of Cancer. So that's dealing with the security and the nourishment and habitual action. So if your North Node is in Cancer, that's how we dealing with the energies right now. So use the Cancer energy, use the caring energy, use the loving energy. The Sun is in Pisces. Be generous, be kindful, be open, be optimistic to helping people, places, and things. Feel me? Expressing that shit. Now sharing it too. That's how you do it. That's dealing with the breast, care energy. Feel me? That's how you're supposed to express that North Node. That's how you're supposed to use it, especially if your North Node is basically into another spectrum. Utilize that energy too and know what you need to do. Feel me? If you don't know your North Node, type it in. Type in your birthday, type it your day and your year. Feel me? And your North Node will explain to you what was your South Node, what you did in your past, what you accomplished in your past. And your North Node is what you needed to be doing now, what you need to be focusing on now. Feel me? Learn how to combine the two and actually express it. That's what the North Node is, what you came here to do, what you came here to get situated in, which you're not actually comfortable with doing, which is what you need to understand and understand that you came here to do. My North Node is actually getting in a relationship, being with somebody. Feel me? I'm in that circumstance, situation, predicament, but my question is that person for me? That's the question you need to understand and understand. Is that person thinking like me? Is that person on the same frequency, vibration, energy as me? That's what you need to understand and understand. Now, everybody is in your best interest, not everybody is in your best nature. That's why you got to know your seventh house, which is how you fly your twin flame, which is your seventh house, how you relate to things. And if your seventh house is in this structure, and if this person relates to this way of doing things, then that's how you actually grow and grab it. Don't just be getting lost into desires and be like, oh, this girl look good, oh, this guy look good, yada yada yada. No, look for that house and know if that person is on the same frequency, vibration, energy as you. This way you won't witness anger and detriments during the past. This way you won't get in a relationship and get pregnant or impregnated by this person, place, a thing. And they ain't your damn twin flame. They ain't your soulmate. They not in your best interest. You were just lost into your motherfucking desires. And don't get attached to the physical. And don't get attached. Understand that shit. And also, your ascendant in Leo. So that's confidence, creations, and passion. So if the ascendant is in Leo, it's how you need to express yourself. Through passions, expressions. Get out there. Be more open to the public arena. Express it. Bring everything to the tables. Feel me? Be doing this on a consistent basis. Feel me? Use that fire energy. And basically, we have the motherfucking moon in Leo as we speaking of Leo. So that's how you need to ride out these currents, ride out these waves and shit and be consistent on a day-to-day basis. We also got the Midhaven and Taurus. So that's public life, career, aspirations, news, pleasures, and practices aspects. So being at the Midhaven is the 10th house. You need to understand that is in Taurus. So get lost into your desires and shit. Witness that. Witness security too. Make sure you being secure in love. Feel me? Express that out. But don't get too overindulged in that and don't let it overthrow you or take you into a circumstance situation where it's going to basically stop you from what you need to do. You need to focus and be consistent, feel me? But don't let that thing get to you, feel me? You need to understand that consistency is key. And if you're not consistent, then you're not going to want it that bad. You're going to show the universe like, you don't want it, but you're playing games. Universe ain't come here to play games. Came here to be serious. So you got to be serious. Be optimistic on your shit. If you ain't serious and optimistic, you ain't going to be able to actually get shit done. And shit ain't going to go your motherfucking way. Now, we got Sun conjunction Neptune. So that's imagination, spirituality. So if the Sun conjunction Neptune, then that means you need to actually utilize the Sun energy and utilize your Neptune with your imagination and your self-reflection. You need to actually put this into existence. Actually act out on these things or let it actually take part into what you need to do. You need to understand and understand that you came here to create and not be creative about something. Or not put your energy towards somebody else's imagination. So that's basically what it is. Moon square Uranus, so that's conflict with emotions. So if the moon is square in Uranus, that means the moon right now is in Leo. That's expression and action. And it's squaring with Uranus, so that's with freedom. So your mind gonna be here on expressionist, and your mind's gonna be on freedom. Feel me? So it's gonna be playing with emotions and shit. And when you at work, this is what you're gonna experience. But you're always gonna be you're still gonna be in a higher expression thing. But if you're vibrating low and you're letting this shit overthrow you, then it's not gonna like go into your favor. You need to act out into the energy natures, so you can experience freedom and a little joy. Feel me? It's always good to smile. It's always good to express yourself and be happy. Don't be so overwhelming the thing, the land should take you over. Nah, don't do that shit. Moon trine Chiron, so that's deep healing. So if the moon is in Leo, so for me, it's a good time to express yourself, play video games. For me, like do something that you was doing when you was a kid. Go out there, play basketball, go for a walk. Feel me? Get your magic wand, do some rituals in a good way, pointing at things which you really want to manifest. Use your imagination. You know what I'm saying, creativity and stability. Don't put yourself in a hole. Get out there, get some fresh air, rejuvenate yourself, rejuvenate your spirit, your soul, and your body and shit. Express yourself. For me, don't be keying and don't be stuck and stagnated. That shit is not gonna work. Get out there. Venus conjunct Uranus, so that's being open to people. So Venus is conjuncting Uranus, so that means you're more open to reliable chances of actually flirting with like individuals, females looking at you, you're staring at females. For me, you're gonna be picking up good vibes and shit. So learn how to ride these waves, learn how to actually know that, okay, cool, the opportunity is now. So the opportunity is good to express yourself. For me, so get out there and be open. So, and that's Venus conjuncting Uranus. So that's freedom right there. For me, you have the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You came here to do whatever the fuck you want to do on this planet, whether it's good or bad. So that's your world. That's your imagination. That's what you creating. And basically, if you vibrating low, you're going to witness negative circumstance situations. For me, nobody ain't going to want to talk to you. You ain't vibrating high. That's if you're on the negative side of energy. But if you vibrating higher, people gonna realize like, cool, let's have a conversation, let's talk it up, let's chop it up, let's get into things. Feel me? That's dealing with not only love, but expressing yourself, being out there, letting people know what you need to do for your love spectrum and your love matters, and not just always being so conservative on basically being put out in circumstances, situations, of being actually overtaken in your relationship. So we also got Sun sextile Mars, so that's projects in progress. So Sun sextile Mars, so that's opportunity for you to actually create your projects, create your gifts, your goals, routines, and patterns for it to actually become into existence. So if you're working on a project, you're working on something, now is the time to actually be consistent and utilize that energy for it can actually be more orb, be a bigger orb, so it can be more spectrums for it could come down into existence. Because remember, you came here to create, and if you ain't coming here to create, then something else is gonna be creative. Now you're on the negative side of energy. The Sun sextile with the Mars, you're gonna be creating a negative orb, and that orb is gonna be blocking you from where you need to get from point A to point B to point C. And if you're doing that shit, then trust me, your ass ain't gonna be on the verge of actually witnessing a higher spectrum, a higher outcome for you to actually take things into existence. No, you need to get up off your ass to be consistent and do what you gotta do, motherfucker. Real shit. And we also got Moon square Venus. So that's basically, you could say that's peace and happiness because that's Leo squaring Venus. So that's basically, I mean, it's, if you're on the good side of energy, then you're gonna witness good. If you're on the bad side of energy, you're gonna witness bad. So it's very important to make sure that being that the square is squared, know that okay, it's cool. It's time to have peace and value. Give each other y'all space and shit. You know, you need 5-10 minutes, clear your mind and shit. Feel me? Have balance. Don't be all on your partner. Feel me? Understand our spirit needs time to think and relax. Feel me? Real shit. Also, we got Mercury sextile Venus. So that's constellation. So Mercury is a sextile with Venus. So that's actually come up with new ideas and new ways to construct love and desires and passions and being open to the public arena. Now, if you're on the negative side of energy, there's going to be negative thoughts and ideas for it to be a sextile into Venus. So if you ain't thinking big and you thinking small, if you thinking small, then small things going to come your way. If you ain't thinking big, if you ain't using that Mercury, then big things ain't going to come your way. You need to understand that it's important to actually utilize these energies and not let it utilize you. Feel me? Be consistent. Feel me? Think big. Think out of the box. Don't think in the box. Feel me? Sometimes it's good to think in the box, but make sure you think in the box first on the big spectrum and think out of the box on the larger spectrum. Now, we also got Venus squares Saturn restrictions. So if Venus is squaring Saturn, that's a square. That's an obstacle right there. So if an obstacle is in conjunct with Saturn, then that means it's limits and restrictions. So of course you could be in a relationship, you can be reliable and shit, but Saturn is saying, yo, we still gotta do these obligations. We still gotta work together. We still gotta make sure we right on the both end spectrums, for me. And if you're on the negative side of energy, you're gonna get deep thrown, and there's gonna be a lot of difficulties and negativities going on. And if you're not consistent and reliable, then the shit gonna overthrow you. You're not gonna be ready for your relationship. Gonna be squared in. You're gonna have an obstacle blocking it. That's all you need to do is get through these obstacles in life. Once you're able to do that, you won't have to witness negativity and negative spectrums on your way. You could be consistent. You could be reliable. Feel me? Get on board. We also got Jupiter sextile Neptune. So that's creativity and artistic. So if it's Jupiter is sextile Neptune, so that means your wisdom and knowledge, your spirituality is going to get Neptune. Feel me? And if you're on the good side of energy, you're going to express this on the physical outcome. You're going to actually put a lot of people on board with it. They're going to see what you're doing, and you're going to be able to expand this. Feel me? But don't be on the negative side of the energy, because people can just basically use your Jupiter, use your wisdom and knowledge to actually use it for their own advantages and utilize it with their own imagination. And feel me? That's what goes on. That's what the government doing. Feel me? They got wisdom. They utilizing the Jupiter as in wisdom and knowledge to actually corrupt you from with this coronavirus shit, to put it out there to have expansion. For me, if you're on the wrong negative side of energy, you believe in this shit, you actually making the government orb of Jupiter grow and actually manifest whatever they want to create, whether it's a virus or not. Feel me? And when you allow this shit to happen, it can overtake you and overthrow you and dethrone you and shit. That's what they're using the Jupiter energy for. For me, they're using satellites to get to people, places, and things, to block people and have disadvantages to go their way. Feel me? Don't be on that side of energy. I'm telling you, feel me? Have your own imagination. Don't believe what the fucking news say. Fuck the news. Real shit. Stop watching that shit. Turn that shit off. Turn that shit off. Take it off. Feel me? We also got Jupiter conjunction Pluto. So that's destiny and luck right there. So if Jupiter is combining with Pluto, that means you need to combine your wisdom and knowledge, and it's going to conjunct, it's going to combine with Pluto. Now, Pluto is going to dictate, you're going to actually use Pluto to dictate what you need, what you learn, and what you utilized it for, whether it was a good thing for you to express yourself in this way, or was it a bad thing for you to express yourself in this way. So if you're in the negative side of energy and you let Jupiter just give you whatever it gives you, and you let Pluto transform whatever it transforms without you utilizing this, without you taking control and consideration what you need to do and what you need to cross out to get rid of, then you're actually going to be witnessing you giving up your powers to Jupiter and Pluto going to do whatever they want to do with it. And when you let Pluto transform your shit, not going to be good. You don't want to be on that side of energy. It's going to fuck up. It's going to fuck shit up. It's going to terrorize shit for you. You don't want to be on that side of energy, feel me? You don't. Now, we also got moon opposition with Saturn. So that's so the moon don't like being in Saturn. You need to understand and understand that shit. The moon is self-awareness and instinctness. Saturn is restrictions and boundaries. Feel me? And that's dealing with what you need to do in your dream world. So it's gonna be that day, of course. You know, you on your Leo shit, and you need to understand and understand that it's a time to play, it's a time to be serious. You're gonna have some self-doubt sometimes when you don't get your best reaction. You're gonna be like, why the fuck these motherfuckers not cheering for me? That's like people on their Saturn shit. They at work. For me, it's a time to play. It's a time to express yourself. For me, yeah, you can laugh and be cool sometimes, but don't overindulge into this shit. Cause not everybody is vibrating how you vibrate. Not everybody is smiling how you smiling. Not everybody is doing what you need to do. Feel me? So if you're on the wrong side with Jupiter, if you're on the wrong side with moon opposition with Saturn, and if your emotions and this moon is overthrowing you and you letting it build on you, a orb, then that means you ain't meditating and you ain't spiritually inclined. You ain't do the forecast and you just watch the weather channel on your app, but you ain't go deep into the energies, how it's gonna play out. You ain't see how the stars is operating in the sky. You ain't plan that trip. You wasn't spiritually inclined. You ain't make that move. You need to understand and understand that you need to actually be participating on things, but you need to actually reevaluate, or you need to reassess and reconstruction, reconsider. Or Saturn and the moon gonna get the best of you. They're gonna eat you up like a parasite in your motherfucking body. Like a father eating his kids. Just like Kronos. Supposedly. Which is somebody else's imagination. I don't believe that shit because I ain't see that shit with my first eye. And I ain't see that shit with my two eyes. But I'm just using an example. Feel me? Don't be Kronos. Don't get eat up by Kronos out here in this motherfucker. Don't let the moon eat you up. Feel me? Don't be Pac-Man this motherfucker. So basically, we also got the moon conjunction Jupiter. So that's positive vibration. I mean, Mars conjuncting Jupiter. So that's positive vibration. So Mars is passion, desire, and if it's conjunction combining with Jupiter, so that means you determine your passion for your expansion and growth, and learning, and wisdom and knowledge and spectrums, and you're dedicated. So if you're actually on the good side of energy, Mars is going to basically be consistent for you. The conjunction of the planets combining is going to see that. They're going to be like, cool, he's good. The universe is going to see that shit. Cool, we're going to make ways for him. We're going to bring Jupiter here. We're going to add wisdom and knowledge for when you think forethought, when you put yourself forward. We're going to put some spectrums in here for you to understand, understand. All right, cool, you're on the good side of energy, so cool. We're going to make sure this shit happen for you. And the more you consistent, the more you believe in yourself, the more you imagining things and using your Jupiter and expansion and travel and purpose and desire, and you're pushing yourself on a day-to-day basis, and you're pushing other people, places, and things too, and they seeing that, and they actually acting on these natures, we're going to let that motherfucking sun shine on you. And we're going to put you in circumstances and predicaments for you to actually show other people how it's important to shine. If you ain't shining, motherfucker, then your ass ain't going to grind. If you ain't shining, you ain't glowing, motherfucker. You best to believe. And we also got, and you also, if you got Mars conjuncting Jupiter and you on the wrong side of energy, you're going to witness negative vibration. So you're going to witness anger, which is fire, which is red. You're going to see red vibrations. Then you're going to have Jupiter, which is another fire sign that's more anger. So you're going to actually be witnessing these ideas of what you need to be doing, but you're not going to actually have time to do it because obstacles is in your way. And you need to take care of that obstacle. That's why it's good to actually be dedicated, make the sacrifices, and be determined to get shit done. This way, you won't have to experience downfalls and shit. You'll be actually fucking swimming through these things like it's easy. You won't be letting it overtake you to bring you down. Feel me? Demons is always going to bring you down. Lower animalistic natures is always going to bring you down. Routines and patterns is always going to bring you down. That's if you let it. Remember, that's if you let it. That's if you believe in that shit. You tired, you yawn, and you be like, oh, I'm tired. You fucked up. Never say that shit. That can be a spirit just experiencing you. And just by you witnessing, by you saying you're tired, you're going to witness the frequencies of being tired, which is the thoughts. You're going to witness the vibrations of being tired, which is the feeling. You're going to witness being tired, which is the energy. Your ass going to basically feed that thought pattern. You're going to experience all the orbs of tiredness. It's going to come down to your existence, whether it's a ghost, whether it's a spirit, whether it's a demon. It's going to come into your existence, and you're going to witness that shit. You need to be strong. You need to put some CMOS in your body. CMOS. Saturn square Uranus. So that's basically new order, difficulties, and breakthroughs. So Saturn squaring Uranus. So Saturn is your father, restrictions, feel me? And Uranus is freedom. So of course, there's a time to get serious, which is putting yourself first, putting your spirituality first. And of course, once you do that, you got to put your physical aspects too. Got to put that first. You don't put your freedom, and you put your spirituality last. Feel me? That's your father saying, no, you need to get your ass up now. It's 12 o'clock. You need to meditate. You need to look your ass in the mirror. You need to talk to yourself. You need to have imagination. You need to clear your mind. You need to take your cold shower. You need to be on a good vibe. You need to exercise. You need to study alignments. You need to go outside, look into the skies, do a 360, communicate with the planets, see how the shit is structured. You need to do some forecasts. You need to study yourself. Then you can have your freedom. That's basically what this shit telling you. People, what they do, they get up, look at their damn phone, get up with an angry face. Oh, I don't want to go to work. You get up angry. Fix your face. Put a smile on your motherfucking face. Put that damn phone down. Don't fuck with it right now. Leave it alone. There's a time to play, the time to get serious. It's a time to get serious. Right now, you need to get serious, motherfucker. Real shit. Or there's going to be some problems you're going to be dealing with. Saturn. Now, Saturn squaring Uranus. You're on the negative side of energy. Oh, shit. Saturn going to eat your ass. Saturn going to eat you. He going to eat your heart out. Your freedom going to eat your heart out. You ain't going to have freedom. Because Saturn already ate your freedom. Saturn squared there. Saturn took that shit from you. Now what you going to do? You ain't got no choice but to feed your Saturn. Feed your Saturn. Then you feed your Uranus, your freedom, your rebellions. Feel me? You can't have no freedom if you ain't got Saturn, if you ain't got restrictions. Feel me? You're going to overindulge and you're going to kill your motherfucking self. That's why I'm here for you. which is Saturn, which is me, your father, nigga, your father figure. You ain't gonna have no other one like that. And you better be lucky that nigga on your ass. If he ain't speaking, if he ain't talking spirituality, but he is talking some way for your ass to be safe, then just know you got a good Saturn right there. But if you got a bad Saturn, that motherfucker gonna lead you down the line. Real shit. Saturn conjunct Pluto. So acknowledge your weakness. So Saturn is conjunction Pluto. Saturn say, yo, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm your pops, nigga. Pay attention, motherfucker. You need to get rid of all the weaknesses and shit in you. You need to get your ass into the gym. You walking around looking weak, soft, and sloppy. You came out your mom. Your mom ain't born you to be weak. Your mom ain't born you to be sloppy. I created you. I ain't created you to be weak and soft. Walking around here looking like a motherfucking Newport. Get your ass in the gym. Get strong. Be passionate. Be desirable. Relate. Read something. Do something with yourself. Have some structure. Have some reliance in yourself. Believe in yourself. Be consistent. Be creative. I came here to put that shit in front of you, motherfucker. Real shit. Now, if you ain't really serious about this shit, let me take this shit away from you, because your ass ain't serious. Your ass playing games. Your ass going, you wanna see how it feels? Let me grab you by your neck. Let me throw your ass out there in the river so you can swim, to see how it really feels to be on your own. To see how it really feels to be weak in this motherfucking world. This also dealing with spirituality too. If you ain't spiritually inclined, if you ain't spiritually inclined with yourself, you gonna lack spirituality. Your spirit gonna lack. Your spirit ain't gonna move around. Your spirit ain't gonna have no discernment. Your spirit ain't gonna have no guidance. Your spirit gonna try to talk to you, but your higher self, which is also, you can also relate this to your Saturn, which is your higher self, your father, your over spectrum, which is your mother too, your higher self, which is the overall spirit, is telling you, yo, you need to listen to him because he's telling you what's up, and I'm letting you know what's up. That he's fucking right. You're gonna feel it in your guts. Also, your soul, your feelings, your vibrations gonna be telling you the same shit. Your energy too. The way you express things, feel me? You ever received a thought and you're like, oh, I need to do this shit, and you're gonna feel that shit in your gut. You need to do it. You need to act out on it, or it's gonna be a motherfucking problem. Or, matter of fact, cool, I told you, son. Now Pluto gonna transform your ass, feel me? Pluto gonna take control of you. Pluto gonna fucking get rid of shit on its own. It's gonna take everything away. It's gonna be a parasite. It's gonna be mystical. It's gonna be a dark entity. It's gonna eat your shit. It's gonna eat your heart out raw. It's gonna swallow it. Now you gotta create another heart. Now you gotta create another restriction, a boundary. Now you gotta create another desire. Now you gotta create another passion. Now you gotta create another imagination. Cause your ass was too hard-headed to listen, to understand, to overstand that Saturn came here and let you know what's up. Real shit. And it's conjunction too. So it's here to give you that advice, to let you know what you need to get rid of. Or else, your ass gonna be witnessing negative spectrum. If you're on the negative side of the energy of Saturn in conjunction Pluto, your pops ain't gonna be there, and Pluto ain't gonna be there. The motherfuckers already making they move on you. Oh shit. So basically, let's get into the houses. Let's break it down what you need to understand and understand about the houses. So first house with the sun in Pisces and the moon in Leo, that's pondering and not manifesting. So what you need to understand and understand, it's good to ponder your thoughts. It's good to understand and understand things. But if you're not consistent, if you're not pushing forward, if you're not being forethought right now, then you're not going to manifest. If you're just thinking about shit and not acting out on it, then how you going to be able to actually do it? It's good to have imagination. It's good to have good ideas and thoughts. But you need to put this shit in action. You need to put this shit in motion. You need to get out there and be consistent. You need to be dedicated and dominant to get shit done. Feel me? That's what you need to do. That's what you need to understand and understand. That if you ain't consistent, if you ain't reliable, then shit, your fruits and labors won't grow. So if you ain't active, if you ain't putting that work, you ain't putting that pain, you ain't putting the sacrifices in, if you ain't sacrificing, then your ass ain't gonna make shit happen. Real shit. Second house, which is Sun in Pisces, Moon in Leo. So that stubborn self individual. So if your ass is stubborn right now, if your ass keep talking about things and you say you want to manifest this house, you want to buy this damn house, and you stubborn, you don't save your money, you keep talking about it and saying you want to do this, but you pondering on this thought and you ain't putting it into action, you're going to keep witnessing the orb actually coming over your head and blocking you from what you need to actually manifest on this planet. You need to understand and understand that, yo, okay, cool. The sun is in Pisces. I need to express my new Neptune. The moon's in Leo. I need to express my shit. I need to do some kind of creativity. I need to actually put this thing into motion. So it get displayed into my fruits and labor, so I can actually manifest this new house and actually be comfortable in it. Feel me? Gotta have desires. For me. For me, you also relate this with Venus and Taurus too. Save your damn money, build your credit, be consistent. We also got 3 values, surroundings, values and surroundings. Don't get comfortable. So basically, it's cool to value people, places, and things with this moon and Leo. Express yourself and shit, but don't get too comfortable and shit, because people going to be you're going to get comfortable around with people, places, and things. But you also want to be open and be out there to have more experience with other people, places, and things. But don't be on the wrong side of energy and shit. Don't let this shit overthrow you. Understand and understand that you, someone around you, and your locations is this basically somewhere where you need to shine, or is it somewhere where you don't need to shine? Or also you got the moon and the surroundings and locations. Is me expressing myself in this area a good thing to do, or is me just actually holding back and actually going somewhere else to express my energies, which is a better circumstance, situation, outcome for me? I need to find that road. So 4th house, Sun in Pisces, Moon in Leo. So that's that's love and competition right there. So being that we got Sun in Pisces, Moon in Leo, so this is basically expressing yourself through love matters to your family, how you love them, and can be expressed in dramatically ways. And also you also gonna be looking for feedback, like, okay, cool, I love y'all, but do y'all love me the same? For me, like, also there's gonna be some competition going on and shit. You might actually get into a race with your family. Feel me? Like, for instance, you know how we young and shit, we used to actually run around when we was kids and shit. We see who was to get to the house door first. You might actually compete with that too. Also, you got family members in the house. You gonna see you may have a one of your sister female friends come over, and you might just express yourself like, okay, cool. I'm about to show off. I'm about to get this girl. She about to like me too. You feel me? Like, all kind of shit gonna be going on, and it's gonna be competition, especially if you got a brother, and especially if things is going south and you on the wrong side of energy and shit. You gonna witness negativity coming your way. You gonna witness not getting love back and shit like that. So you need to understand that these energies can make or break you. 5th house, that's dealing with creativity and stubbornness. So basically, if that's already dealing with the 5th house, is Sun in Pisces, Moon in Leo. So that's 5th house. That's 5th house energy. That's the Sun. That's how you express yourself. That's your feelings and emotions out there. Feel me? So if you ain't expressing yourself out there with your feelings and emotions, then you're not gonna witness no feedback. And basically, you're gonna be in a stagnated way of saying, "Damn, should I do this or should I not do this?" So that's how it's basically gonna play out on a day-to-day basis. So if if you're on the wrong side of energy, then things ain't gonna go your way. You're gonna be negative. You're gonna let retrograde hit you. Feel me? Don't let retrograde hit you. Get out of that circumstance situation. Feel me? Be out there. Be optimistic with your ways. 6th house. So that's basically dealing with You can say can deal with health. You feel me? So if the Sun is in Pisces, you want to express yourself through health matters, and the Moon is in Leo, you're gonna express yourself through how you express yourself with health. So it's gonna be a lot of circumstances, situations of family members might just come up to you and be like, "Oh, you eating that shit? Oh, that shit ain't gonna help you. That shit ain't gonna heal you." That kind of energy, because you got the Leo and Moon. So you're also gonna be dealing with criticism too and shit. So that's dealing with the Sun and Pisces, Moon and Leo. So you're gonna get that dramatic scene in some way. People gonna come like, "Oh, you eating that shit? You so dramatic and shit." But don't worry about that shit. Don't be on the negative side of energy by just feeding that shit. If you gonna eat that shit, you gonna eat that shit. Program that food and remove that negative words that person, place, a thing said towards your food, said towards you. Don't eat that shit on your spirit. Feel me? Make sure your ass meditate for a few seconds to get that shit off your. Get that out of you. Feel me? It's always good to always rejuvenate. It's always good to release. And I ain't talking about release with your semen. No semen retention in this motherfucker. Also, yeah, don't be out here jerking off too. Your health is important. Feel me? So if you out here overindulging and shit, jerking off and masturbating and shit, and your ass gonna witness some negativity coming that way. Take care of your health, man, for real. Don't be just shooting shit out here. 7th house. So that's dealing with love and resonation. So basically, The sun is in Pisces, moon in Leo, so we dealing with the 7th house. That's how you express yourself in love matters. Is this person, place, or thing is gonna relate to you? But you need to be understand and understand that if you're on the negative side, then that means you're not putting self confidence in yourself. You're just relying on some other person, place, or things to relate to. You need to understand and understand that you need to relate to yourself first. Then you can relate to other people. Feel me? You can't just be on that side of energy and just punctuate it to that side. No. Make sure you happy first so you can actually be able to be open up and to relate to people. Don't put yourself in a circumstance situation of actually expressing your power, expressing your energy and shit, and you're not getting the same feedback back. Feel me? You're gonna be very disappointed. And Libras, even you got sons of Libras out there too. Now you gotta ride this energy of Pisces and Libras. So make sure you put yourself first and don't get too overindulged into things. Have a surface where you need to have balance. And when you have balance, you have everything. You have everything. Everything going to your favor. Everybody, the same person, place, a thing that you actually expressing itself to. And if they on the same terms and energies and doing the same thing, cool, go for it. If not, then get up out of that. That's a bad relationship, bad partnership, bad ship. That shit gonna sink. 8th house is values, secrets, and passion. So you got the 8th house, and you got the sun in Pisces, moon in Leo. So that's dealing with how you reflect out there. Your secrets can be hidden. Learn how to deal with learn how to deal with self issues and stuff. Don't keep things hidden. Bring things out on the surface, whether it's good or bad. For me, you don't want to be pondering, holding shit in. For me, you don't want to actually witness or experience in karma just because you was on the wrong side of energy and you let this person, place, a thing overtaking you and shit, and you let this thing routine pattern break you down. You pretty much put it on somebody else because you held in it for too long and you letting it get to you. Feel me? You need to let that sunlight shine on that darkness, shine on them hidden secrets, and pretty much be out there. So this way, it won't basically hold you back. You will be feel more rejuvenated. You got that off your spirit, and cool. That person get over it. You'll get over it. Feel me? Go get you some coochie, and y'all both can go y'all way. Feel me? That's how I look at it. Feel me? But don't be onto the circumstances situation of overindulging. Feel me? Y'all make up sex, and get over it. Feel me? That's dealing with the relationship. We also got 9th house, so that's dealing with sun in Pisces, moon in Leo. So your sun is how you gonna shine your light, whether it's on your information, whether it's on how you express yourself with religion, or whatever you worship, your spirituality. Is a good time to express it, be dramatic about it, be passionate about it, express it in a fiery mode. Feel me? And have a desire for it, and then your fruits of labors will grow, depending on how you punctuate these things. And if you're on the negative side of energy, you're gonna witness negative things that's gonna happen in your 9th house. We're dealing with the sun in Pisces, moon in Leo. So if you actually lacking, then you're gonna experience lack. You're gonna experience the orb of lack activity. This things is not gonna go into your manner. Now, if you got 10th house, that's growing right there, success. So you're going to basically be dramatic about it. You're going to express it and basically get people on your team to actually have joyness and actually relate to. Don't be on the energy of discrimination. For me, understand that, okay, cool. For me, everybody is on a spiritual path. Everybody's on a journey. But don't, just because you succeeding right now, it's not good to bash other people, places, and things, because you gotta learn how to understand and understand. You gotta learn how to work with people. Don't be so over dramatic and shit, and just count people out, because it's gonna hurt them and your shit gonna fall. And your partnership gonna fall. You gonna witness that because you witness actually putting people under the bus. Don't put nobody under the bus. Be cool, calm, and collective. Help people, places, and things, and put them on your level. I mean, if they ain't on your level, they ain't in your same interest, then you can cut them off. But other than that, they working hard. They here every day. Feel me? Have some kind of self instruction. So have a heart. Feel me? Don't have a cold one. Have a warm one. And 11 house. So that's dealing with ideas and shit, concepts, expressing it to people, places, and things, and being dramatic about it. Feel me? Now, if you're on the negative side of energy, then you ain't gonna be able to actually express this thing to people. Then you ain't gonna be able to actually put things into existence to help people, places, and things, for it to actually be there for. And it's good to actually be separated so you can have an idea to actually ponder on what you need to work on as far as helping people, places, and things, being on the humanitarian side. But you need to understand and understand that the teamwork make the dream work. So how you reflect things or how you reflect manners to other people is how it's gonna be expressed. Also, you got 12th house dealing with imagination. So it's cool to have imagination. It's cool to use that Neptune. It's cool to actually use the Sun in Pisces right now. So that's how you're gonna reflect yourself in the opening. Also, use the Moon Leo. How you dramatically express yourself. How you open to yourself. How you put things out there. How you use the fire. How you actually act out on these things. Bring that to the surface. Feel me? When that daydream over, when that dream over, bring that to surface. Keep pondering on that, acting out. For me, 50-50. You can't just put all 100 into your daydream, into your Neptune, and you're not actually expressing it out there in the open. Feel me? You gotta be open. You gotta be optimistic. You gotta be desirable. You gotta have knowledge, wisdom, success. You gotta push it out there. Feel me? You gotta get emotion, baby. Because if you ain't in motion, then trust me, shit ain't gonna go your way. Shit ain't gonna flow your way. So it's good to actually be out there and help people, places, and things to get to help people, places, and things like you, and also be open out there. So express it and share and do the same thing with people that's actually not trying to make a difference. So they can see it and be like, cool, lead by example. Don't bash no person, place, or thing. I mean, that's pretty much it. And that's Sun and Pisces, Moon and Leo, and that's the energies and the aspects that what we just dealing with the surface. Now I'm about to basically break down the energies of Sun and Pisces, and of course Moon and Virgo. And y'all already know we need to get very, very, very disciplined when that Moon is in Virgo, because I'm telling you, this shit can make or break you, and that's what we're gonna be feeling when we hit 5 a.m. plus. And real shit. Multi-exclusive dimensional beenkha with another exclusive. I love y'all, and pretty much that's about it. Peace. Real shit.